Miguel Iterati back here at the iBot Vault, so we're going to go into one of our Talk and Shoot UFC video blogs. Got the UFC sort of loading up for a couple of pay-per-views coming up next month. But right now, a little bit of a downtime. We're coming off UFC Fight Night 106 in Brazil, and they're heading over this Saturday, March 18th, to London for what is called the UFC's Fight Night 107. This one's going to be on the Fight Pass, so you get it in the afternoon in the United States. And, a lot of British and European talent on the card. I've got lines for a couple of the fights on here, so we'll get into some of that. The main event, light heavyweights, Jimmy Manuwa taking on Corey Anderson, Manua, however you want to say it. Manua's British, heavy-handed. He took a couple of losses when they asked him to step up in competition. Gustafsson beat him, Anthony Johnson beat him. I'm not quite sure Corey Anderson's Anthony Johnson or Gustafsson, so this is a nice fair fight. Manua's coming in favored at -145 with Anderson paying back at +125. Maybe a little home field advantage there too. It's a 5-rounder. The over-under is 1.5, so someone they think is going to go out. The over paying -160 and the under at +140. I don't think Manua is a championship material in the weight class, but it's good to have a British fighter, and they're putting him in the headline spot. It is a smaller show, but it is at the O2 Arena, so you really have to, commend the UFC. They're giving Manua a fight he can win and showcase himself in here. It might not go that way, but it's not putting him in against one of the lions in the weight class, and they're acknowledging that Manua has found his, his ceiling there. And the other fight that's at the books, there's, other fights will pop up at the books before the weekend starts. The rest of the card will be up with everything. But there's just one fight up right now, and that's Joseph Duffy taking on Reza Madadi. Madadi out of Iran. Duffy out of Ireland. The -700 favorite is Duffy. Madadi paying back at +460. Over-under is 1.5 for the 3-rounder with the over at -160 and the under at +140. Bottom line, what you need to know here is in the Cage Fighters or Cage Warriors show, or whatever they want to call those shows over in England. Pretty sure it was Cage Warriors. Joseph Duffy owns a win over Conor McGregor. And, since then, Conor McGregor has gone on to become the biggest star in MMA. And Duffy is floundering in the UFC. Took a loss to Dustin Poirier, who McGregor wiped out. So he's looking to get back on track. He would love to cash in and get a fight with McGregor. I'm not sure that's going to happen unless Duffy's got a long winning streak in him. He's going to have to count on more, rely on more than having a win over him, 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, to set up the rematch. At any rate, that's the UFC Fight Night 107. You can catch a different blog later in the week for the rest of the odds, main event odds, Joseph Duffy and Madadi, also at the books. I'm Miguel Iterati. We've been talking shoot, and we'll catch you after the fights.